Hello, happy Friday, everyone. It's Friday, November 21st, 2025. Welcome to my weekly paper crafting live. It's so good to see you guys here today. Hello, everybody. Cold and cloudy Eastern Pennsylvania, Sean says. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Um, Hello. I'm going to go back a little bit. Uh, Hello, Corolla. Nice to see you. Hi, Koi. So first, thank you guys for allowing me to cancel at the last minute last week. I do apologize. Just a crazy week. Last weekend was birthday weekend for my youngest and myself, but that's not why I canceled. I had every intention of coming, but my daughter had a car accident where she lives last week. She had the car accident last week and ended up totaling her vehicle. She's totally fine. But they needed to come here and she needed to get a loaner from her dad. So they ended up coming, and it was kind of just I don't want to say happy accident that they were here, but it was nice to have her here for my birthday a little bit and for her little brother's birthday as well. She's just got bruises and she's healing up fine. So that is why I wasn't here. It was a zoo, literally, because she brought her little dog and her cat. So we had a lot of pets, a lot of people. And I decided that it wasn't going to go very smoothly if I tried to be live. So, thank you for the belated birthday wishes. Thank you guys so much. Cold and rainy in Kentucky as well, Nikki's saying. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, sounds like it's not cold. It's cooler here today, but it's rainy here as well. Drizzly, dreary. It does feel like it's time to decorate for Christmas. I did get started, and I plan to finish this weekend. Yes, I'm so glad she's okay too. It was super scary when her husband called to tell us she'd been in an accident. And so I really didn't feel better till I talked to her. You guys know how that goes. So anyway, Christy, I almost text you. I was thinking about you this morning, and I was like, where has my Christy girl been? So it's so good to see you here. Hello, my friend. Gray in Pennsylvania, where Donna Maria is as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to make some fun snowman snow globe shaker tags. Everyone is shocked that I have decided to feature yet another snow globe, I'm sure. But everything we're doing, minus the tag portion of it, you can pop on a card if you do not need tags. So I always try to preface my videos with that, especially if tags aren't your thing. I'm also thinking these would make darling ornaments for trees if you like to go that route. So that is super fun. Few notes before we jump in today. Black Friday sales have started. I am working on curating a list. I have put it out for Patreon. What I have so far, I already know I have extra or more things to add to that. And I will be posting it for everyone. So if you want to know all the latest and greatest and all that good stuff, hi, Christy, thank you for the super chat. Oh, no, you don't need to give a super chat for the weeks you've missed, girl. I just met. I was worried about you. I was going to check in with a proof of life. Anyway, so that's fun. And I say that because I'm sure, I shouldn't say I'm sure. Probably the majority of us are not shopping for craft supplies for others, but I do want to say, if you want to treat yourself, that's how I look at the Black Friday sales. I don't know if Tabitha's here or not, but Tabitha and I have been joking about that because, yeah, mostly it is like, oh, that would look really great, or that would be really fun for me. So there's a lot of good things. Glassport Studio has a wonderful sale right now. You can get 20% off, and they're giving out some free goodies. You can check that out. Use my code Nichol15. It is 20% off, even though the code is Nichol15, and some other great things. Proof of life. I will talk about, I'm going to try to get photos, like if anybody's joining me this evening for our week 2 kickoff for my stitching sale, I'll be live this evening as well for that. I'll try to post pictures then. I didn't have time to get them up this morning to pop them into the live. I did decide to do something fun for my oldest son. He has 2 cats. I know I've mentioned it here before, but he's been afraid to have a Christmas tree. Like I've offered to, like I have extra Christmas trees, like little skinny pencil ones or whatever for his apartment. And he said, you know, I think my cats will get into it. So we've decided a tall tree is not for him. And on a whim, yesterday, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to like go to Walmart, have Walmart pickup and Target pickup. And I got him a little 4-foot tree, and it's just one that you don't have to decorate. It has the little twinkly lights. It's pre-lit, twinkly lights. It's really, really cute. And then I got him like some couch pillows because he, bless his heart, he went out and bought himself some his own for like every day. But I got him Christmas themed couch pillows and a throw, and I'll pop the photos in. I just thought it would make his apartment festive. So he doesn't know. I know he's not watching this because he's at work. This morning, I went and picked all that stuff up. I went to his apartment. I have a key. I let myself in, and the cats and I decorated, and then I left. So when he gets home from work, he's going to have a surprise. I think it'll be super, super fun. Pamela says, is that fabric in the background? It is. I'm a quilter, and I have some fun sewing things coming for you guys. I've been sewing a lot this week. Hi, I'm Jenny, and I'm addicted to craft supplies. No waiting for Black Friday for me. Jenny, I am going to join your group. Did some damage this morning on the sale and new release from the Greetery. Oh, Valerie, I know. Nice. Christy says, I'm the best gift giver to me, myself, and I. I am too. I am too. For sure. Oh, thank you so much, Beth. That's so sweet of you. I'm so glad. Danae says, I'm so glad I made it live and I'm not late. Danae, thank you for the birthday gift. I have been to my post office and I picked it up. You are so sweet. And Beverly says she's finally getting to catch a live. Yay, I love that. Well, Danae, thank you. I don't know, you know, as parents, I think we all know our failings, but I woke up yesterday morning and it was on my heart and I'm like, I'm just going to go do it. I think it'll be exciting and fun. And so I didn't make it to go do it yesterday while he was at work. So I did it this morning and I hope he likes it. And I hope the cats stay out of it. You'll see the cats already thought the little 4-foot tree was super fun. They were very interested, little stinkers. Okay. The Greetery release, Christy said, be still my heart, right? I know. Okay, what we're going to be using today, it is an exclusive from Art Impressions for Simon Says Stamp. It's an adorable little snowman snow globe. Now, the gift card holder there was a bundle for that. That part has sold out, which was okay with me because I didn't really want to use the gift card holder. I don't know what it is. Please raise your hand. It's probably just me. It's probably just going to be me raising my hand. That is not good with the gift card holders. Like, I can't ever figure out what to do with them. Like, the little envelopes and things are super cute, but I just don't love them. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, the snow globe, though, here for it because I love all of the snow globes all of the time. So I thought it would be really fun to make shaker snow globes, and we're, of course, going to use some awesome rock candy glitter from Tim Holtz, because why not? We're going to decorate it up. I do have a couple of additional things to share while we're making these. I'm going to use the bow tool. Oh, here they are. The bow tools from my friend Chantal of 141 Design. I'm probably going to use the small one, the 1.5. These are sold in a set. You can get them from her website, or you can get them at Fat Quarter Shop. And there's the 1.5, the big 4.5, and I know I need to put my video up showing how to make bows. 3.5 and 2.5. But I think these make the most beautiful little tag toppers. They make awesome bows, and I'm going to demo that today. So that's one thing extra I was going to share that really is not paper craft related necessarily, but we're making it work. The other thing, and I have a link for those bow tools down below. This is a magnetic wand. I got it from Fat Quarter Shop, which is a stitching and quilting online shop for anyone who's not into those things. This, though, is amazing. It is a magnetic wand. I have not used it for any sewing, cleaning up pins, needles, any of those things. What I use this bad boy for, I have it in my paper crafting carousel. I have dropped so many dies on the floor, and I use this to pick them up. It is so strong. It is amazing. It obviously extends, and then it goes down, and I just pop it into my carousel. I used it this morning 3 times. I have the dropsies. It could happen more today. But this is an awesome little stocking stuffer, even if it's just to you from you. I love this thing. So if you're like me and you drop stuff on the floor and you don't want to bend over to get it all the time, you're lazy, this is a great little tool. Okay, I don't see how that makes a bow. Would love to see it. Pam says, great. Let's see, Athena needs a little inspiration today. Gifted to myself. I love that, Corolla. I'm not a fan of gift card holders. Yeah, I don't know. There is one that I made, gosh, 6-7 years ago now with lawn fawn dies. They were little critter ones, but they were more card shaped with a gift card pocket inside. One of my all-time favorite Christmas projects. But other than that, the envelopes I love, and I love them for other things. I just don't love creating with them. I'm so bad at it. I don't know what the deal is. So if someone has some really good stuff, let me know where to find it, because I need some inspiration, I guess, for that kind of thing. Love Christmas stuff from Simon and Tim. Helene says, wonderful. April says that magnetic wand is so amazing. It's like literally my favorite thing. I know it's kind of dumb, but I shouldn't say it's kind of dumb. I realized it doesn't seem like it would be great for what we do, but I promise you guys, when you drop stuff underneath your desk and you're tired of digging underneath it, just stick that little wand down there and it'll suck it right up. Let's see. Diana bought the bow maker and has yet to use it. We are going to do it today. Oh, good. Danae bought the bow tool from 141 but hasn't used it. It feels intimidating. It is not. We're going to break it down for you. All right. Let's jump in. So the things let's do the picture in picture. What we're using today is this awesome set. This is the exclusive from Simon Says Stamp. It is the wonderful little snow globe. So it's all dies. What I did and thought would be kind of fun. Let's see, Pamela, I have a magnetic wand and never thought to put it in your craft room. You will love it in there. I actually got a second one so that I could have one in my stitching, but in my craft room is where I use it like almost daily. Apparently I'm clumsy. So this is a cute, cute set. Here are all the dies right here. Now, they're not huge, which I do think is kind of a bonus in this case. It is fun to make oversized tags. I have a really fun video coming on Simon Says Stamp's channel next week. The tags are big. But these are what I would consider more of your basic size gift tags. Like, they're going to work on a lot of different size projects. So I love that, because a lot of the snow globe sets that I have, and maybe you guys have as well, are big or are quite a bit bigger. They're made more to fit like the full A2 size card. So for me, this is a great addition because it's a little bit smaller. In fact, I think if you pop this on either an A2 card or let's say you do a 5x7 card, you could tuck other things around it. Think a cute little mantle scene, shelf scene. Those are something else that I really like to create. But you could add additional greenery or other cute little die cut whatevers to fully build out an even bigger scene and just make that snow globe part of your scene card. So I really appreciate that about the size and scale of this snow globe. Marva says, I saw someone make a small box for an ornament and it pulls out like a drawer that could hold several gift cards. I did see something similar to that. I feel like on Pinterest, and it was really, really cute. Kind of where you pull it and it flips through the gift cards. Is that what you're talking about? I did like that. What is the magnetic wand again, and by whom? Helene, the link is right in the description box up at the top. It should be bow tool and then magnetic wand, and it's from Fat Quarter Shop. Tabitha, hello, my friend. I heard I was called out. Well, no, I didn't. I just said that we like to buy ourselves presents. That's all, Tabitha. I guess I did out you in that way. Okay, so the other thing I pulled from, and it is still available. I do think I probably forgot to link it. I linked the pattern paper, but not the whole kit. The holiday kit from Simon Says Stamp, there is still stock of that. These pattern papers are from Graphic 45, and they are what we're using today. I love sometimes just kind of challenging myself to incorporate more pattern paper into my designs because I don't always think to reach for it. And in this case, I thought it was working perfectly. So we're going to be using some of that Graphic 45 Deck the Halls pattern paper to create these two snow globe tags today. Haha, we do. Tabitha said, hello, Jen. Oh, good. I'm so glad you ordered the gift card set. I think you're going to love it. Christy, I am a giver. I am here for you. You know this. Okay, so I should also preface this. I'm not using everything in this set. Don't feel like you have to use everything included if it's not working for your design, it's not working for your style, etc. So what I am using from this set is, of course, our frame. So what I love is we get our great little frame here. So that's going to go on the front of our shaker today. And keep in mind, if shakers are not your thing, you can eliminate that whole step. Then the solid oval piece, which is the big size, I have used this to cut acetate, pattern paper, a pattern paper backer, and then another piece of pattern paper. Because we're not using cardstock, I want to make sure I have enough layers that I give enough stability to my snow globe. So 3 layers from our solid oval, 1 from our frame. I cut 2 of our snow globe base. And then, of course, we have our snowman. I need these pieces because I realized I didn't get quite... I was only going to make 1 tag today. And then right before I went live, I just went ahead and die cut a whole bunch more. But I didn't quite get everything die cut. So these 4 pieces are going to be for the scarf and the band on the hat, which I still need to cut. We're also going to use the holly leaves and those trees. I think I tucked the trees over here. All of these I cut from some Emerald Simon Says Stamp cardstock. This is for our snow along the bottom. We also have a cute little top hat, the arms for our snowman, and then there's some random snowflakes and things, not using those. We may use I don't know even where I put oh yeah, there's some little pieces I tucked in here. I believe this little circle here is the eye. We'll decide about that in a little bit. This is the banner pieces. I did die cut it, and I just didn't like it with my card, so we're not using it. Little snowflakes, we do need that little carrot nose. I purposely decided not to die cut that ahead of time today because I lose it all the time. So extra things we're using. Karen has so much pattern paper. Yes. I just ordered my pickup wand. Thank you. The struggle is real. Tina said, Tina, you're going to love it. Check back. Come back. Let me know what you think. Okay. The little rounded tag here. When I make something super decorative like this, that is a quote unquote a tag. Like if you're making this straight as an ornament, you wouldn't need to add this if you don't want to. But when I'm making things to be used as a tag / ornament, like the recipient can then use it as an ornament later on, I usually like to add a little tag where I can write their name on it. Maybe I can add some extra decorative stamping. In this case, we're going to use the Plaque Slides Christmas set. I haven't decided which sentiment I'm using from here yet because Do Not Open Until December 25th is my favorite. However, I thought the Let It Snow, that might be too big. Whoops. That was almost bad. Merry Christmas. Any of these would be cute. Jingle All the Way, something like that. We'll add something to those little tags, just whatever will fit. And then this set is not new at all, but I'm not going to use that banner along the bottom edge of the snow globe. And I thought, okay, this is not huge. What do I have that is going to work for this? And this is my favorite. I don't know if we can see. Let me put this white back behind it. There are so many of these greetings that I think we can kind of gently curve in our Misty to go along the bottom. And I'm going to like that on these bottom of these snow globes even better. So this is one of my all-time favorite sentiment stamp sets. I have used this for years and years. It continues to be a favorite. So that's what we're going to use to adorn the bottom of these snow globes. All right, let's go ahead and start creating. Let's see, Create with K, pretty late, but getting stuff done today. I love that. Good for getting things done. So tiny, Pamela says, yes. Oh, Frank is right underneath the desk, right where my foot goes. Let's go ahead and put to, oh, I forgot one more thing. One additional piece, and this could be any set that you have a die like this. I have used this one over and over. In fact, if you've seen me make something, a tag that is not normally a tag, you've probably seen me use this. This is the Spellbinders Essential Tags. This die, or any die that has this kind of round top to it, is perfect if you want to turn something into a tag. So I did die cut a couple of these to use as well, but literally anything that has a top like this, you can use to turn your other die cuts or whatever die cuts you have into a tag. Little late, but did Thanksgiving grocery shopping this morning, Sandy said. Nice. I am doing that a little bit later. I don't have much left to get, but I'm going to have my pickup for tomorrow. Let's see. Jen just ordered that set too. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, we're going to put together this blue one first, and then we'll do the green one because I didn't quite get everything die cut for it. But we'll come back to it. Oh, we're not using these little banner pieces. All right. So let's move these things out here. Loving the oversized tag look this year. Yes, so fun. So let's talk about what we need for the base, because we're actually going to build our scene on the window. So we're going to build out our shaker right now, and then we're going to decorate it. So what we need for our base tag, this is the backer, and I'm actually using both sides of this graphic 45 Deck the Halls paper because I love the snowflakes in it. The back of my tag is going to be a solid blue, so it's actually going to go like this. The inside, the part you're going to see back behind our snowman, is the snow part. Now, would you need both of these? No, you don't. But as I mentioned, the pattern paper's thinner, so I like that little bit of extra bulk for that. Then we're going to finish with our solid acetate circle. This is the Hero Arts acetate. I really like the weight of this one. And then we're going to have the little frame on top of that and foam underneath. In between these two back pieces, the other benefit of using two pieces, whether it's cardstock or not, we are going to tuck this little tag piece in. We're going to sandwich it in between there so that when we put it all together, it's going to be this great little hanging ornament. Let's see. Loving. Oh, wait. Hello, Crafts and Designs with Nima. Hello. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to adhere this tag in here, and I'm just going to use my tape runner. I don't use my tape runner that often. You can also use liquid glue if you feel better about that. So we're just going to do this, and then I am going to go ahead. Blue is the back, And then we're on top of that, we're going to place our other oval. And this is what you're going to see kind of back behind the shakery material. Just like so. Okay, I'm not going to use this because the frame is rather thin, so I'm just going to grab my glue press. And even though I'm putting this on acetate, I'm going to go ahead and do this just like so. I'm going to put a little bit of glue around this and then glue this to the acetate. I'm actually just going to take my acetate to that frame. And I try to be careful because I don't really want glue all over the front. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. And we're going to work on this one. We'll go ahead and put the base down. Are you liking the tape runner? Laura says, I do. Whoever recommended the Spellbinders tape runner, I do really, really like it. So yes, thank you. For certain things, I really do like a tape runner. So that was a great suggestion because my all-time favorite one was discontinued. Like, it's probably been several years ago now at this point. Not me clicking all the links and adding to cart. I haven't made any tags yet. Tabitha, what? You have not made any tags yet? I am shocked. Okay, and then I must have forgot to make another circle, so let me get my acetate out. Hello, Karina from Denmark. So this is what the sheets of, I know it's hard to see, maybe if I tilt it, of Hero Arts acetate look like. I love them. And it will make that really funky noise when you're cutting it. But look how good it cuts. That's the reason I like this Hero Arts acetate so much, is it just cuts amazing. And there we go. And we're just going to glue that one down. Okay, now comes not tricky. Let's see, I bought those tape runners a while back, and honestly, it's probably the best I've used since I've started scrapbooking 30 years ago. You know what? I really love it. I bought them when you guys, there were a lot of suggestions for that one and several others, and I decided to go out on I was ordering from Spellbinders anyway, so I bought that one. And I have been super impressed. So, yeah, I definitely love it. It's good, Elizabeth, for sure. Okay, so I love these thin foam adhesive strips for making shakers. And you want to remove the backing paper. You want to peel it off, remove the backing paper, because you're going to be able, I'm so sorry, the dogs heard somebody at the door. I'm going to mute it. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think they're done. Frank, it's only Frank making the noise. So then we're going to curve our thin foam strip just around the edge like so. So let me grab another one. Are you using the scrapbook mat from Glassboard? Elizabeth said, I am. I love it. It is all of the Glassboard Studio glass mats are phenomenal, no matter which one you want. But I do highly recommend them. And please use my code if you want 20% off. It is Nichol 15, Nichol 15. for Black Friday sales and shopping. Yeah, Karen says, hi, Frank. Haha. Corolla, thank you so much for this super chat. You are so kind. Thank you. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a little piece, and it's still just a little too long, but we just want to make sure that it's butting up next to each other so we don't lose shaker goodies when we go to put our shaker. Now, one of the benefits of using things like rock candy or anything super flat, we don't have to build up our shaker super thick, which I love. I really think that this chunky glitter, I got both of them out, but I think the chunky one is the way I want to go with this. Yeah. Bonnie says, thank goodness Frank is on duty. You would think he was a real dangerous dog sometime with how he sounds, but no. Tabitha sent me this cute little scoop. Tabitha, you may have to tell us where to get this. I'm actually going to use this instead of pouring, just so I can control it and hopefully not get any on the adhesive. So I'm just going to fill this with some snow. I want to make sure I get plenty. And I would suggest just going somewhat slow. Okay, I think that's going to be good. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my background piece and I'm going to take that to my frame. And before I flip it over and shake it, I'm just going to press really nice all the way around that adhesive and make sure it's nice and secure. If you want, I'm going to do this on the second one. I'm going to put glue on that adhesive so it gives me a minute in case I need to shift it around. Oh, that looks cute. Look how good that chunky glitter looks in there. Oh, I love, love, love that. Okay, so let's do the second one. Yes, thank you, Tabitha. I will. Tabitha's going to send me the link to that little scoop, and I can add it to my Amazon shop. Let's see. Sissy Sue says, I save for Black Friday sales, but trust me, I shop all year. Same, girl. Same. There are a few things I save up for Black Friday. I usually will buy loads of foam adhesive, glue adhesive, all my adhesives, really. Gems that I know that I use a lot. What else? Tools, like I will replace some of my blending brushes. I always purchase that. Cardstock colors I use a lot. Basics, things like that. A lot of basics is what I tend to purchase. And then, you know, there's always those few fun things too. Oh, Karen, you do need the chunky glitter. It's really, really good. Look, I got such a big jar, I probably could give you some when we do our craft day, if you want. I mean, am I going to use this whole big jar, you guys? Maybe, but... Okay, so we're just going to add our foam. Kennedy, we are going to be in Wichita for Thanksgiving. Do we have a great fabric store? I have no idea. I am so sorry. I do not know. Not that I'm aware of. I think there's a few little quilt shops, but I actually have never been to one. Oh, that's embarrassing to say. And I don't think Lori is here today. My friend Lori has been to one, and I think she said it's okay, but I do not know. Anyone else here from this area and maybe know of a great fabric shop? All right, let me piece this one in. Or Karen, do you mind texting Lori and asking her if she knows if there's a good fabric shop? Nothing like asking your friends to help you out during the live. I messaged you the link. Thanks so much, Tabitha. Corolla says Black Friday is the perfect day to shop for myself. 100%. Okay, let's fill this one. I love the size of this snow globe. I really, really do. I should have counted how many scoops I put in last time because I felt like that was perfect. Maybe 4. Oh gosh, I got that right on to my foam adhesive as I said not to do. So we'll put a little glue on this one for sure. Thanks, Karen. Karen's going to check with Lori, and Kennedy will get back to you because I do think our friend Lori has been to one. Okay, so this time I am taking my glue press and I am going around my foam tape. Not only because I accidentally was clumsy and got glitter on the foam, but that's going to give us a little bit of shift time when we take our backer to this piece. So I'm going to pop that right there. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. Oh, it was a little bit stacked up in the center. There we go. Just going to push really hard all the way around because I want to make sure that we don't have any openings. We do not need any stray glitter. Kennedy needs making project bags and needs more fabric. Well, my shop might be open if we can't find one. I feel like I need to maybe de-stash some. Okay, here are our 2 bases. Look how pretty these are. I really am loving that pattern paper in the background on these. I just think it adds a completely different look. You can stencil, you can stamp. There's a lot of different things you can do. But if you're like me and Karen, because Karen mentioned this too, and have lots of pattern paper, this is a great way to use it up, which is always a good thing. Okay, we're going to kind of look at our snow piece here. And it really fits kind of right into kind of inlays, if you will. And you might be thinking, but what about down here? Well, that is where you're going to want to put your little base. So I just want to kind of figure out how I want that snow to go, or how it looks the best. And then where do I want this little piece to go? We're not going to glue it down quite yet. I think kind of right about there. That's going to look good. I love the pattern paper with the words. I do too, Donna. Oh, Lori's here. Well, Lori, all we need to know, are there any good quilt shops here? Kennedy is in the chat, and she says she's going to be in Wichita over Thanksgiving and wants to know if there's any good quilt or fabric shops. And I have not been to any, believe it or not. And I felt like you had. So if you do, let us know. If you have any suggestions, let us know. Okay, let me cut one more piece. I'm just going to kind of do them together, and if I have to cut a little bit while we're working, I'm going to. I feel like that's going to work the best. That way they get done at the same time and we're not starting all the way over. So I'm using a little glitter cardstock for the snow today. There we go. Let's see. Corolla says, it's not called spending. I call it investing in my future masterpiece. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue the snow down because I feel like gluing the snow down is really going to dictate where my base is going to go. By doing all of this on the front of our shaker, it's also going to allow, like, none of the shaker stuff is going to cover up our cute little snowman or scene that we're building. Kit Kat says, I have a lot of future projects. Same. I was just looking yesterday at all the things I want to make for Christmas, and I was like, we're running out of time. You better get moving, girl. I mean, I am. It's one of those cases where, like, when you're eating, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Yes, my crafty eyes are bigger than the amount of time I have to make all the things. All right, whoopsie. So we're going to have, let's go ahead and put our trees down too. I'm going to do my big tree over here. We're just going to do the same thing for both of these. Now, to make it a little less busy, I did go ahead and a lot of the snowman, minus his accessories, but like the background elements are not from pattern paper. They're from cardstock. I feel like that gives your eye a nice little spot to rest. Judy, thank you so much for this super chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Okay, picket fence. That's the one I was trying to think of. So Lori's telling Kennedy and anyone else who wants to know that picket fence, it's small, and there's her long arm lady teaches in Wellington. It's called Beehive. Yes, and we're going to make a trip there soon. But hopefully that helps. Try picket fence. That was the one I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of the right name. Okay, we're going to do our little tree over here. And this is not big enough that I feel like we really need to add anything else. So I'm just going to do 2 trees. Like that. All right, let's work on our base. So I'm going to grab 2 pieces of my base. I'm going to put all of my snowman back for now. We'll work on him here in a minute. And we're going to figure out our sentiment. And I think I'll just do the same one for each. Let's see, what do I want to use? Warm Wishes would be kind of cute. Just for you, since these are tags, also would be cute. Season's Greetings or Merry Christmas. I just feel like I want to use something different than that. Warm Holiday Greetings. Is that too long? It might be too long for this base. Actually, I think it might just fit. Let's try that one. Tabitha, it would be scary if you lived close to us, because I feel like we would all just encourage each other even more. All right. I just need to get this lined up in the center, and then we'll curve it. When you're curving a sentiment, it's a little fiddly. It really is. It is a little fiddly, but it's worth it. So now that I have it in here, I am just going to gently leave it in place, and I'm going to start curving. And you don't have to curve as much as you think. I'm going to double check it. So I'm just going to gently curve the 2 sides so that it fits the shape, hopefully. And then before we stamp, we're going to see if that, oh, it's not quite right. Okay. Or I move this. I bet I moved this. Probably was fine. Like I said, it's a little fiddly, but once you have it in place, especially if you're going to mass produce, you'll be golden. Okay, why is my mat not very sticky? That's part of the problem. Let me give it a good clean. I need to clean my sticky mat. All right, let's try this again. It's still not very sticky. Okay, here's what I'm going to do instead. So that I'm not messing with this teeny tiny piece, I've got my black cardstock that I cut this from. Should have done this in the first place. I am going to temporarily pop this back in so that I'm using a bigger piece of cardstock. I think that's going to work much, much better because then I can use my magnet. All right. Does anyone know if you can wash a waffle flower mat? I have mine in my Misty and it's not sticky and it has buildup, but not sure. You know what? I have washed mine with warm water, and I've even used a little mild soap, dish soap, to clean it. I don't know if that's recommended, but I did do that. I will say that. Okay, now we're going to try this again. And I'm going to have much better luck. I feel like I curved that just a little too much. Okay, let's go out. All right, let me see if I think I like this. Nope, I curved it too much from the center. I see my error. I promise it's usually not this hard. All right. There we go. What did you use to clean it? Kit Kat said. Like just a mild soap. Like probably Dawn or even a hand soap. If I cleaned it in the bathroom, I'll just use hand soap. But just warm water. That's all I used in my hand, and I just scrubbed it. You know, just kind of wiped it to get that film. All the cardstock particles and stuff and dust and all of that get on it, and that's what I use to clean it. Let's see. Warm water and mild soap is recommended by Waffle Flower. Laura says, thank you. I thought so, but I couldn't remember. So we're going to stamp with our embossing ink. And then we're going to heat emboss with white. And all I'm going to do is pop this out. So I can put my other one right in there. Now, if I had picked a sentiment that wasn't quite this long, probably would have been slightly easier. But this is my channel, and I am slightly extra at times. So this is what we're doing. Never anything harsh or alcohol, only mild soap or baby wipes, is what Elizabeth said. Yep, dish soap and warm water. That's all I've ever used too. I love these little greetings. Oh, I hope what was delivered and why Frank was throwing a little fit was this fleece, fusible fleece I needed for a project. That would be great. All right. Let's stamp our second one, because we're definitely not picking another sentiment. I'm not doing that again. At least not live. We will just pick the same one. Okay, I'm going to set that over here for a minute. Hello, Geraldine. So glad you're here. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Are you prepping for Thanksgiving if you're here in the US? Are you crafting? Are you working on holiday gifts or holiday shopping? Decorating? Tell me all the things. Christy, this is the extra channel. I really missed out not naming it. Nichol is extra. All right. Now that we have these, let's get our snow globes back and figure out kind of where these are going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue right here along the top, and I'm going to place my top piece where I want it to go. Like that. Let's do this one. Putting up Christmas decorations, Sandy said. Sandy, we're going to be doing the same thing. Get my jingle ball stitching done. I need to do that too, but at this point, it is what it is. Jingle ball stitching, Retro RX is at as well. Lots of jingle ball stitching. Barbara, thanks so much. Did you get Wicked watched the other night, Barbara? Let's see. Finally made it to a live. Hello, Maxine. If you want to clean waffle flower mats or any mats made of clear stamp material, get Totally Awesome Cleaner and Spray Bottle from the dollar store. Oh, really, Judy? Okay, that's good to know. Okay, I'm going to flip these over. And the reason I didn't do this before was because I wasn't exactly sure how much overhang I would have. But because we've used foam, and I do want the back of this to look nice, I'm going to take small foam squares now, and we're just going to place those on the corners. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put glue all over the back so that it'll, you know, be secure everywhere. But that will help those corners pop up and look nice. We just want to line that up like so. So here's what it kind of looks like with those little foam pieces down there. And that way it's going to look more seamless, I feel like. Tabitha says jingle ball stitching so far behind. You're fine, Tabitha. You have plenty of time to work on it whenever. And just remember, if you are joining the Jingle Ball and you don't get it pre-stitched, watch the class live if you feel like you need to, or if you can't attend, you have 30 days to watch it. Let's see, Christy made 2 Christmas cards from about $150 worth of product. That seems justified spending. Christy, this is why I love you. Okay, our bases are done. Oh, they're looking cute. Okay, let's build some little snowmen. Athena's baking sourdough bread. Oh gosh, that sounds so good. All right, so our snowmen. We're going to work on these little tags in a minute. That is not something I'm using. And I'm missing a few pieces. That's okay. So I need to cut another hat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Because I thought if I'm going to be doing this, I might as well make more than one. Oh, I might need more black cardstock. Surely I have a scrap somewhere. Oh, I do. Phew. Let's see. Hi, Kathy. What is Jingle Ball stitching? Valerie asks. Okay, so Jingle Ball is for cross stitching, and it is a virtual event that is put on by Lindy's Stitches. So if you are a cross stitcher, and it's a really fun event. The classes are completely optional. You can just simply sign up. The ticket, I believe, is $15, and you can cross stitch with others, like in virtual Zoom rooms. There's lots of entertainment, other things, meet and greets with cross stitch designers, all kinds of fun stuff. But then the classes are optional bonuses. Okay, so here's our jaunty little hat. Now the other place that I feel like pattern paper, so we talked about the pattern paper being great for the background and background building. The other place I feel like it really benefits and will benefit this design is for the accessories. So the scarf around our snowman's neck, I actually thought this plaid paper would be perfect. And if you're dealing with small die cut pieces, the smaller pattern, the better. Think little stripes, little polka dots. This is a pretty small plaid, and I tested it and I thought, oh yeah, that looks really good. And it's going to add a lot of overall character to the design. Let's see. Hello! Let's see. More people joining in. I love it. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you to say. I do find it super relaxing and fun. Oh, let me cut an extra set of this plaid because we're going to do the hat and his accessories. And I think we're just going to do them the same. I like this plaid a lot. I think it looks great. Now, I didn't do this, but I thought about it. I bet there are lots of sets that you have in your stash of Santa hats. I was thinking the Birdie's Christmas Santa hat from Simon Says Stamp, if you ordered that, I think it's not back in stock yet. But if you got that, the Santa hats on this snowman would be really cute. I decided not to use them because like I said, I don't think they're in stock yet. And I think anything like that would be adorable. So look how cute that little plaid scarf is going to be on here. What we're going to do, working on the internet during this time should be outlawed. You know what? It is like my fear that they'll do that. They do that kind of stuff here too, and I'm like, are you kidding? I'm not the only one who works from home. Or views from home. It's never at a convenient time. Okay, so we're just going to tuck one of the little ends underneath. And we'll put the other one on top. Like that. Look how sweet. I love the little plaid. And then the little hat band. Okay, yeah, I thought it was a pre-order, but that's just an option. And really, for all kinds of things, you just have to maybe see what else you have in your stash. You might have other dies from other companies or whatever. But I just thought, wouldn't that be cute if you could put the Santa hat on the snowman too? I always like a little jaunty top hat, but I also really like options. And then we're going to give him that jaunty little hat. I like it at an angle, like so. Okay, let's do our second one. Same thing. I'm not going to press it in place too much because I want to tuck this one piece underneath. And hopefully this gives you some kind of an idea as well if you like to mass produce. The plaid's perfect, Pamela said. It really is. Oh, thank you. My birdie card was cute. That was a favorite. I really loved making that one, so thank you. Oh, who are we kidding? They're all my favorite. Well, that's not true. There's some I like more than others, but Yes, that one was a particular favorite. All right, let's do our little plaid hat band here. When I'm building snowmen, I almost always put their nose in place first. I don't know why. For me, that kind of helps dictate where I'm going to put the rest of the pieces. So, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I didn't cut the nose before I went live because I was so afraid. It's really tiny. I was afraid I'd lose it. So we're going to cut those right now. If I disappear, not your fault. Yeah. They look like Ralph Lauren snowmen. Donna Marie, I love that. Apparently that's a big trend this year, is the Ralph Lauren Christmas. Kind of that plaid type of look. So yes. I love that. Okay. I am going to do a little dab. We're going to use our embellishment wand to just pop his little nose in place. Oh, how cute is that? And let's hope I don't lose this little teeny tiny die. But it's adorable. Okay, we're going to put that right back in there. I wasn't a cross stitcher until last year when Nichol talked me into it. Still not sorry, Tabitha. What dies are you using? I am using a set. It's an exclusive from Art Impressions for Simon Says Stamp. Hold on, I'll show you the package. Let me get my nose in place. Here it is. This is the set of dies, and it's a limited edition exclusive, and it's called the Snow Globe. And all the pieces for this, minus the little tag topper, which I talked about at the beginning of the video, come from that. Come from that set. Okay. Now, I'm not going to give my snowman a mouth, and I'm also not going to die cut for the eyes. What we're going to do is we're going to find my black pen, and I'm going to use my black Jelly Roll pen to give him eyes. Oh, I love it. Just like that. Oh, he's so cute. Danae's completely gone down that rabbit hole. Are we talking the cross stitch rabbit hole, everyone? That's funny. Okay, now for the arms. I cut two. There's only one die for that. In fact, let's not lose the dies, Nichol. One moment, everyone. I am going to put all my dies in this box. Like this. Lots of little pieces. I do love that you get lots of little pieces. You can mix and match. Okay, this is the die that for the arms, and you only get one. And I noticed here on this, they only gave the snowman one arm. Well, I don't like that. So he needs two arms. We're going to cut two of the same one. It'll work perfect. And I'm using some Simon Says Stamp caramel cardstock for this. I wanted something that wasn't super dark, but still red, you know, brown in the shade. Yeah, no problem. It's a really, really cute set. And as I talked about this at the beginnings for anybody who has just joined. One of the things I really loved about this snow globe set was that it is a little bit smaller than a lot of them that are out on the market. So if you're like me and you kind of are a collector of all of the snow globe type of dies, this is an amazing one to add to your crafty stash, just because I think it's pretty versatile. All right, so we're going to glue the arms to our snowman first. Just going to put a little glue on the arm and then tuck it underneath the body. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh, it's sold out? Judy, I checked. There was a lot in stock before the live. I'm so sorry. Okay, make something similar with the other snow globes that you have in your stash. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's amazing. Okay, look at that. Oh, he's so cute. Now, there are lots of snow globe dies out there. There's also lots of snowman dies. Recreate this look, and I am a huge proponent of using things you have. You do not always have to buy something new. I know new is fun, but I could probably recreate this with things I already own very, very easily. So, and I bet you guys can too. Oh, Tabitha. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I use punches for eyes and anything small and round. I have a set in different sizes. What a great idea. So we're just going to tuck our cute little snowman right there. Now, I did love the little holly leaves from this set. I think they're a little, the big leaf is too big for the hat. I really kind of thought, well, we're going to do a bow up there. We're going to do this down here near the bottom, I believe. Just going to glue this down. But instead of die cutting the berries, we're going to use some red, oh, I put that on the wrong side, some red pearls. It's a great way to utilize some of our dimensional embellishments. And you probably have little holly leaves in your stash as well. Karen says she can shop for new things in her stash. Same. Sometimes I go and look for something and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not new. It's not technically new anymore, but it's new to me. I do that all the time. I buy stuff, put it away, and then I'm like, oh, I could totally use this now. Okay, so the leaves are cute, but here, I'm going to completely move this, but I don't want to lose any of these, so let me just put this out of the way. And we're going to grab some red pearls. Christy says me too for shopping. I love that. So I am going to just put 3 little dabs of glue here. And I think the dimension is really going to add a little something to these, especially if you're making something like an ornament or a tag. Your dimensional stuff, I do love it on cards as well, but this is a great, and especially when we get to the bow, but this is a great opportunity to really play with some of those dimensional things that might not mail great. There we go. Do you have a tree with all the cute ornaments you make every year? No, I do kind of mix them all in. I usually do a craft room tree. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I am going to do that tree. I just can't decide if I'm going to put it in here. It's such a mess. How embarrassing. My craft room is so messy, I don't even want to put it in here. I might put it somewhere else. It has some of the things I've made. A lot of them I give away. It just kind of depends. Oh, it's looking so cute. Okay, before we start our finishing, which is going to be the bow, let's stamp these little additional tags. Let me move this out of the way. And we're going to grab the sentiment we're going to use. Let me put this sentiment back. And I'm going to just pop my little tag in here. And let's see what we want to use. Thank you so much. I would shop my stash if I could find it. Right? Okay, a lot of these are going to work. But I really still want to use Do Not Open until December 25th. Although Winter Wonderland would be kind of cute too. I'm still using Do Not Open until December 25th. I don't know why I even said I was going to use something else. We all knew I was going to use this one. Now, this is going to be the tag that if it was me and I received this, I would just clip it off and then hang this on my tree. So I'm not going to go all out for it. We're just going to stamp it in a nice little black. It does add a cute little touch. We're going to layer those right here like that. We'll go ahead and pop this one in here and stamp it as well. I must not have put that quite up at the top. Has anyone ever bought a set and then find a second? Yes. I did that with a waffle flower set. I have a waffle flower set that's one of my favorites, and I found an extra, and I was like, girl, what are you even doing? I'm sure I've done it with, oh no, I know another one I've done that with too, come to think of it. Yes. Okay, now we have all of our pieces, and it's time to add the finishing touch. So when determining the size of bow, it really for me, it's what size is my project. In this case, I do think the smallest bow is going to be the cutest, just so it doesn't overwhelm the whole design. So I'm going to do a 1.5. We're going to put a little bit of twine through each. I've got this black and white baker's twine from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to cut 2 lengths of this exactly the same and thread those through the top first. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to thread on my little tag, and then I'm going to thread it through the big one. Oh, whoops, but try not to do that. Try to hold on to it. Karen is the most organized crafter, you guys. She has Google Sheets so she can pull it up anywhere. I wish I was that organized. Nikki says she thought she bought those too, but seriously, who knows? Yes, Karen in her spreadsheet. Karen is like so good at being organized. Actually, Lori, like, I don't know if she does it with her paper crafting, but she has all of her projects, and then like the cross stitch floss. Oh gosh, I just did it again. That she has for each project, she has that on a spreadsheet, so she knows if she has a certain color and if it's in a different project bag. Which I'm always jealous of that too, and I always think I'm going to do it, and then I don't. Oh, there's Lori. And see, there's Lori even chiming in. I love it that they're so organized. That really should be a project that I make a priority. Okay, this is so cute. I love it. It's very cute, but we need a decorative bow. So I went ahead and pulled out this May Arts ribbon. I love it. I do think I forgot to link it. I'll link it when I'm done. And we're going to make a 1.5 inch bow. I am right-handed, so you might want to do this opposite if you're lefty. But we're going to leave a little tail. I usually leave a little bit just so I have a little give and I can trim that down. And we are going to make figure 8s on these little tongs. So I hold it with my left hand like so. and we're going to wrap around. I'm going to make, let's make a double bow. Well, I'll make a single and then I'll make a double. So we're going to wrap around the tongs, come up and under. We're going to go over, and then we're going to come up in between. Let me cut off a little bit. We're going to come off in between. This is a single bow. We're going to go down through the center, and you're going to leave a little loop right here. So we've come down through the center. You're going to keep holding on to this, and you're going to feed that second tail, whoops, through that center like so. And then I pull it to the back and pull tight. Then I usually let go of this other tail and I kind of pull it to the back as well. And I make sure that my little knot is secure and even, and then I pull it off. And you have a perfect single loop bow. And then you can trim up the ends. So that's actually, the single's really cute. Maybe one of them will have a little single. Let's make a double. Same basic, and this goes for however many loops you want your bow to have. Same basic steps. I'm going to hold it here with my left hand, and we're going to wrap around doing a figure 8, but this time we're going to do it twice. So I'm going to take it around, up and over and around, come in between, up and around, in between. That's 2 loops. We're making the second loop over here. And then we're going to come up in between again, down around the whole thing, just like this, leaving that little loop in the center, feed our tail through that, and then you want to pull it to the back and, whoops, and not pull it off. Okay, see if that happens? No worries. We're just going to take it out and start over. Is that May Arts ribbon silk or seam binding? I think it's seam binding. It's not silk. I really like it. Does it even say? It says 100% nylon. It says wrinkled faux silk ribbon. It makes a nice knot. So it's a lot more like seam binding. Okay, so we're going to do it again. I'll do it slow. I usually do it fast, but I'm really trying to make myself do this slow so you can see it better, especially since I'm live. We're going to go around, up and over, come back in between, up and over, come up in between, up and over. So now each side has 2 loops. We're going to come back in the middle, and instead of going around again, we're going to take it around the whole thing, feed that end, leaving that little loop here in the center. We're going to feed our tail through, hold on to it this time, and I'm going to pull tight. And the great thing about this May Arts ribbon is it does make a nice tiny knot. We're going to take our other tail. Before I pull it off, I like to pull them both kind of to the back. Then we're going to slide it off. Elizabeth, I put a link to it down below, and I have 2 sources. I only put 1, but I will add the second source. And then I like to fluff it out. See, look how cute that is. So this is a little double bow. So here's a double. Here's the little single. We're just going to go ahead and use both of these because there's no right or wrong. So I'm going to fold my ribbon in half. And then I'm just going to notch it. I do have a little bit of waste, but I like having enough to work with. Like this. Oh, this one's a little long. Let's snip that down a little bit more. And I can make another one here too in a minute. I'm going to get these attached to our tags. Okay, so then I'm just going to glue it up here at the top. And since it can take a minute for that liquid glue to dry, but it's nice and permanent, I always glue it in place, take my reverse tweezers, and I just pinch it and let it sit for a minute. So let's just trim these down. I do not know. I've never tried to put wire in one of these. If it's thin enough wire, oh, I don't, before you pull it tight maybe. Like I would make the bow shape, but before you pull it tight on here, I would try to feed that wire through. Oh, I still cut that one too long. Or I cut the other one too short, one or the other. Yep, Chantal 141 Design is where I get mine. She sells hers to Fat Quarter Shop, so you can also get it from Fat Quarter Shop. I put Fat Quarter Shop as my link today, just because I was sharing the magnetic wand tool as well, and you can get both things there. But I am going to add Chantal's business, and she is a fabulous small business. These are her tools, and I love them. Okay, so there are our little tags. Lori says the bow tool is the best. I 100% could not make a bow until I got this thing. Well, I did, but there were a lot of bad words said and a lot of mistakes. Okay, do we want to see like a bigger version of it? Love the double bow. I'd be 3 days trying to get it that perfect. That's the beauty of these tools. It does not. So I'll make like, you can do the same thing. Let's just make a 3.5-inch one for fun, shall we? I'm sure I can find something cute to put this on. This is just the bigger version of it, and you can make a triple loop. So once you get good at it, you kind of start feeling that motion. So I'm just going around 3 times. And this is going to answer that question for the wire. So for me, if I was going to put wire in this, at this point, before I've pulled this tight, I would feed a wire through the back, like a floral wire or pick or something. And then I would pull it tight so you're pinching that wire in there. Does that make sense? I hope. So this obviously is going to be a much bigger version, and it's going to be a 3-loop version. Really, really cute. If you have a bigger project, and just look how sweet that is. Isn't that fun? Do I even have anything in here? Not really. No, not really. Darn it. Anyway, I thought I could show it on something cute, but I'm even thinking like a felt. If you made like a little felt stocking, or my candy cane, this size would be cute on there, and then you could tuck the greenery into it. So it's a really, really, they're fun tools. I have a thing called a Bow Easy that does it similar, but it's much smaller. Oh my gosh, Valerie says Chantal's is about 45 minutes from our house. Really need to go check it out. Make sure you call first, because they're not open every day. So you might have to call first and see when she's open. Let's see. Isn't that fun? And it's really, really easy. Okay, any other... LOL, bad words. Okay, tell me if you need me to show anything again before we sign off. I'm going to see, let's see if this is stuck down good enough yet. I probably will put it back on there, but I wanted to show all of that awesome rock candy glitter in the background. Isn't it just so sweet? Okay, here's one thing I think I will do. Well, let's just do it now. Let's put this back on, because I can't seem to make a snowman. Here's my water that I have not drank at all while I've been live. What happened here? Let's see if I can completely redo my craft carousel. Glossy accents. I feel like All snowmen need a glossy raised nose. But we just want to save that till the end, because it'll dry nice and clear and it'll just add a little extra emphasis to that. Let's look at our green one. Oh, I just love the glitter. And that fun text in the background is really, really cute. Let's just pop that back. I think it's probably secure, but I like to make sure. Let's put a little glossy accents on that too. Okay. Tabitha girl, I have your address. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm going to pop back over here to my main camera. So, I will not be live for paper crafting before Thanksgiving again. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone here in the U.S. celebrating Thanksgiving next Thursday. However, if you want to enjoy some easy crafty time Friday on Black Friday, come join me. I am going to be live for you guys. We are going to hang out and craft together. I usually do my shopping online. I thought probably a lot of you guys do as well. So what better way to celebrate Black Friday than a live? I will be live next Friday, so if you want to come hang out with me, that's great. If you are out shopping it up, you can watch the replay later. That is awesome as well. So, you know, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday shopping. I will be posting all sales and anything good I find for you guys. I will let you guys know. But until then, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope you get lots of crafting and decorating and shopping done for Thanksgiving and cooking if you're doing some pre-cooking. And I will see all of you next Friday. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly love sharing creativity with this amazing community of crafters. A special thank you goes out to my wonderful Patreon members. I appreciate you all so much. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you'll find the link in the video description below. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do and enjoy exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra perks. There's something for everyone, and we'd love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.